So for this craft, you're going to need a good pair of scissors, a marker, some string or twine, some ribbon, one sock, and then some stuffing. Our first step is going to be stuffing our sock. So here I'm stuffing a bunch of stuffing inside the toe section of the sock, and this is going to act as the body and the head. So you want to make sure that this puffed up full section is quite large. So here I'm moving around the stuffing that's in that lower part of the section of the sock to try to get more of a defined head and body shape and figure out where I want the definition of those two sections of the bunny to be. Once you've decided where you want your bunny body to end and your head to start, you can grab some string. And I'm tying a slip knot here, which I'm going to use like a lasso to make sure that the string around the section of the bunny is as tight as it can possibly get. Now that my string is where I want it and nice and tight, I'm making sure I tie lots of knots so that it's not going to come undone. And then you can tuck those tail ends of string underneath the string that's going around the neck so that they're not picking out. We're now going to tie off the head section of our bunny, so I'm messing with the stuffing a little bit here to get the right shape, and then just taking a string to tie around the top of the head, making sure again that this is nice and tight. We are on to our last section of tying now, and this is completely optional, but what I'm doing is making a little bunny tail. So I made a lasso with my string ahead of time, and then I kind of picked up the section of the bunny body that I wanted to isolate and make that round tail, and I just pulled my string around that. So now that our bunny tail is all tied up and secure, we are going to move on to shaping the stuffing a little bit more. I'm just trying to make the bottom of my bunny flat so he can sit. So I'm pulling the material taut across the body, making sure that it has lots of slack on the bottom so there's not tension and that part of the body isn't going to be rounded. Now it's time to decide how long you want your bunny's ears to be. So you're going to cut off if there's any extra length. If there's not, perfectly good. That means you're going to have some long floppy ears, and that's great. So I'm just trimming off my excess, and then I'm making another cut right down the middle. After your ears are cut into two separate bodies, you can go back in with your scissors and shape them a little bit. Now that I've got my ears the way I want them, I'm going to move on to the ribbon. So I'm just taking my ribbon, unraveling a little bit, and then tying a bow around my bunny's neck. So my ears are the way I want them. Got a nice bow around the neck. It looks like we're on the home stretch. Here I am molding my bunny's face a little bit to create almost a muzzle. I think that adds a nice dimension. So that's what I'm going for. It's completely up to you. And now it's time for this bunny to have some expression. So it's time to draw the face. I decided to go with a little tiny nose, some whiskers, and some eyes. I started off with little dot eyes. I switched to crescent moons one later. It's important to remember there is no right way to do this. It's whatever you want to do with your bunny. And we're all done. Good job, guys. Don't forget to send us pictures of your amazing creations at Kidston Connects. Have a good day.